Okay, now I will demonstrate you knee jerk. Now knee jerk can be examined in supine position, that is the conventional method, and in sitting position. The root value of knee jerk, that is L2, L3 and L4. That means lumbar spinal segment 2, 3 and 4. The afferent and efferent nerve, efferent nerve is femoral nerve. Okay. Now, subject should be in the supine position. Ask the subject to relax completely. You have to strike the patellar tendon. Patellar tendon, it is the continuation of the quadriceps muscle, that is the vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius and rectus femoris. Now, this patellar tendon extend this quadriceps muscle inside to the upper border of the patella. Patellar tendon extends from the lower border of the patella to the upper part of the tibial tuberosity. A sudden single blow or the single strike is to be given at the patellar tendon after lightly stretching the quadriceps muscle, and reflex is the contraction of the quadriceps muscle followed by extension of the knee joint. Contraction of the quadriceps muscle first followed by extension of the knee joint. This is the knee jerk. Now we examine the knee jerk in conventional supine position. Mr. Sang, please lie down in supine position. Please lie down in supine position. You have to flex, stand on the right side of the subject. You have to flex the knee joint, expose the quadriceps muscle. Okay? Now, place your forearm just below the examining knee or the testing knee, and place your hand on the other knee joint. Now lift your hand so that the weight of the knee and the thigh of the examining leg will rest on your hand. Relax, completely relax. Okay, now feel the patellar tendon. Now give a sharp blow by the swinging movement of your wrist. Then contraction of the quadriceps followed by contraction of the quadriceps followed by extension. Now examine the other leg. Okay, expose the quadriceps muscle. Ask the subject to relax. Relax. Tap. Contraction of the quadriceps muscle followed by slight extension of the knee joint. Now I will examine in the conventional special method, that is the sitting position. Please sit down so that both leg will be in hanging down position from the outer edge of the table or the outer edge of the chair. Ask the subject to relax completely. Relax, expose the quadriceps muscle. Okay? Relax, completely relax. Now, feel the patellar tendon. Give a sharp blow. And contraction. See, contraction of the quadriceps followed by extension of the knee joint. Now, this side. Examine bilaterally. This is the patellar tendon. exposed quadriceps muscle, relax completely, contraction of quadriceps followed by extension of the knee joint. You can also test if this test is not elicited properly. Ask the subject to do generous manual. Hook your finger and pull them apart. Pull them apart. Simultaneously give a sharp blow to the ready patellar tendon. Okay? Now this side. Ready. Pull. Pull. Now this is the knee joint. Now, okay. Thank you. Sit down here. Now, this knee joint is absent. Knee joint is absent. Absent in case of lower motor neuron lesion. Okay. Wrist or exaggerated in case of thyrotoxicosis. Hairy wrist in case of upper motor neuron lesion, that is the pyramidal tract lesion, and maybe pendular in case of cerebellar lesion. Pendular means 2, 3 or more to and fro diminishing movement. 3 or more at a time, to and fro diminishing movement. Pendular lesion, pendular in case of cerebellar lesion of that side. Delayed relaxed. Delayed relaxation occur in myxedema or severe hypothyroidism. Okay, now I will demonstrate the ankle jerk. Ankle jerk, the root value, that is the S1 and S2, that is the sacral spinal segment S1 and S2. The afferent and efferent nerve. Here, tibial nerve. Ankle jerk also examined by conventional supine position and also special method by sitting position. Sitting position, kneel down position. Okay, now I will show you the ankle jerk by conventional supine position. Mr. Simon, please lie down. Lie down. Supine position. Supine. Okay. Relax completely. And ankle jerk is also known as gastrocnemius and soleus jerk. So, fully expose the muscle, stand on the right side, assure the subject and ask him to relax completely. Flex the knee joint and flex the knee joint at 120 degree angle. And conventionally place the ankle joint on the other lower leg. Okay, now slightly dorsiflex, so to stretch the gastrocnemius and soleus muscle. Now by the swinging movement, tap the tendo-achilles muscle, tap the tendo-achilles or the tendo-calcaneus by the broad end of the patellar hammer. What is the response? Response is contraction of the gastrocnemius and soleus followed by plantar flexion of the ankle joint. See? Okay. Now examine the other side. This is the conventional method. This is the conventional method. Stretch it. Knee is placed at 120 degree. Slightly dorsiflex the ankle joint, and there will be give sharp blow by the broad end of the patellar hammer. Okay. Contraction followed by plantar flexion. Contraction followed by plantar flexion. Now, okay. Now I will show the ankle jack in special method. That is the kneel down method. Okay. Kneel down method. Kneel down. Ask the subject to kneel down on the chair so that the back of the chair, subject faces towards the back of the chair. Ask the subject to kneel down so that the both feet remain outside the outer edge of the table. Now slightly dorsiflex. Okay. Now slightly dorsiflex. Give a sharp blow, and there will be contraction of the gastrocnemius and soleus muscle followed by plantar flexion. Now this is the knee jack, this is the ankle jack. Okay. Contraction and followed by plantar flexion. This is the special method. This method is very important. Because delayed relaxation of the ankle jack present in case of myxedema, that is demonstrated very well by this kneel down position. Okay.